back to our Kings related YouTube channel and this recap of the Kings 127 125 loss Sunday night at the Golden One Center over the San Antonio Spurs. The Kings fall to 9-12 on the season and 4-7 at home. The Kings dominated the San Antonio Spurs in so many aspects of this game. Points in the paint, 52-28, 24-4 in fast break points, 18-7 in second chance points, 25-7 on points off turnovers. The difference, and it's been the difference every game this season, is the 3-point defense. The San Antonio Spurs made a season high 23 of 46 from the three, and the Kings shot 12. That has been the difference this entire season so far, is the 3-point defense. Because the Kings were big as 17. They had leads in this game. They dominated the Spurs. But once again, the killer of this team is that 3-point defense. You are not going to win in this league if you do not run guys off the 3-point line. San Antonio shot 50% from three. Kings 37%. Kings, I thought they did a really good job taking care of the ball tonight. They only had 10 turnovers. San Antonio had 15, and you had 25 points off those 15 turnovers. But it's a 3-point defense. DeRozan, 36 minutes, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Sabonis, a double-double in 36 minutes and 25 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Malik Monk, who got the start tonight, and I really like this change. I think Monk should be starting for the rest of the season. 36 minutes, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He was 5 of 10 from three. The one guy who was hitting the threes. You had De'Aaron Fox, 36 minutes, 23 minutes, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. And you had some nice minutes off the bench again by Isaac Jones, who's really been impressing here lately. And I think now with the injury to Trey Lyles, this is Isaac Jones's time to really show what he can do. And so far, I really like what Isaac Jones has brought to this team. Keon Ellis, 17 minutes, 8 points off the bench. Jay Crowder, 11 minutes off the bench. He did have 5 rebounds to go along. But the Kings dominated the San Antonio Spurs in every aspect of this game. But it's the 3-point defense. It's been the issue all season long, and that is why they are 9-12 now. And at 4-7 at home. It is completely unacceptable that you're wasting these games by DeRozan, Sabonis, and Fox because you can't guard or run your opponent off the 3-point line. And something that's not going to make us fans happy is when that last 2-minute report comes out tomorrow where the officials missed a blatant over the back foul on Wemby. How do you not call that? Like Wemby was holding Sabonis on that last call, on that last play, over the back. How the fuck do you not call that? But that's not the reason why the Kings lost this game. They lost it because of the 3-point defense. Wemby, 34 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, 5 of 9 from 3. You had Chris Paul, who was 3 of 7 from 3. He had a double-double, 10 assists, 13 points. Julian Champagnie, 19 points. He was 4 of 9 from 3. Devin Vassell was 5 of 8 from 3. 21 points off the bench. You had Keldon Johnson was 3 of 4 from 3. 17 points off the bench. That's what did this in. Because the Sacramento Kings dominated. I thought they started the game like I wanted them to. For the first 3 quarters of this game, I thought the pace was, they were playing to their pace. But in that fourth quarter, they were playing to the pace of the San Antonio Spurs. And they lost the fourth quarter 35-28. They lost the third quarter by 2, 34-32. They lost the second quarter 30-23. They had 42 points, the Kings, in that first quarter. They won it 42-28. But again, this team, and I don't know why they don't. They don't know how to put teams away. When you're up, do not let teams back into the game. Get confidence. But the Kings do the opposite. They let teams back in this game. They take their foot off the gas and they let them back in. That's what they did tonight. And now the Kings are 9-12 on the season. Now you got a really good Houston Rockets team coming in your place on Tuesday night. And this is a Houston team that's young, and they're at 15-6. They just beat the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight by 3. That is a good Rockets team. And I think the Kings lose that game on Tuesday. And if they do, you're at 9-13. Right now, the Sacramento Kings are on pace for 35 wins. You go from breaking your playoff drought to back to mediocrity. It's absolutely insane that you have a team that has Fox, DeRozan, and Sabonis, and you're 9-12 and 4-7 at home. And you can point the finger at everyone. Mike Brown, the coaching staff, the players, and the front office. And I also want to point out something real quick. With the injuries that this team is dealing with, how does Jordan McLaughlin not crack the rotation for this team? How does he not crack the rotation? Because Jordan McLaughlin did not play tonight. He didn't play. You had Kobe Jones, who played 7 minutes. How does Jordan McLaughlin not crack the rotation when you had Trey Lyles out. Kevin Herter's out too. So make it make sense. I would like to see Jordan McLaughlin crack this rotation, but he doesn't. So Kings fall 127 to 125. The once again 9-12, and this season is going to hell quickly. And I don't think it's going to get any better because you got the Houston Rockets on Tuesday, and then you got a back-to-back on Thursday and Friday. You're in Memphis on Thursday, and then you play the same Spurs team Friday night. And then you're back home next Sunday, against the Utah Jazz. So this season, right now, is on the brink. And I said this in my last recap following the Portland game. This is a bad team. It really is. So, because it's just another disappointing game. The Kings' 3-point defense is absolutely terrible because you dominated the Spurs team in many aspects of this game, except for the 3-point defense, which has been terrible all season. So, and you can't win at home for some reason. I think fans should ask for a refund because they're not getting what they pay for. But let's look at scores around the NBA on this Sunday night. The Orlando Magic are now 15-7 as they beat the Brooklyn Nets 100-92. And I thought, in my opinion, when their best player, Paolo Banchero, went down with his injury, I thought that team was going to collapse. But that Orlando team has been playing some really good ball since the injury. They're at 15-7 they're in the Eastern Conference, and that is a really good team. So, and Franz Wagner's been playing incredibly good basketball for that Orlando team. So, you had the Toronto Raptors beat the Miami Heat by 3, 119-116. You had the Cavaliers beating the Boston Celtics by 4, 115-111. You have the Lakers just squeaking by the Utah Jazz by 1, 105-104. You have the Mavericks beating the Blazers by 6, 137-131. And as mentioned, you had the Rockets who beat the Thunder by 3, 119-116. The Knicks blowing out the Pelicans 118-85. You got the Grizzlies beating Indiana 136-121. And for our game here on this Sunday night, Kings fall 127-125. They're now 9-12 on the season. Back at it for NBA Cup action on Tuesday at home against the Houston Rockets. And I'm not looking forward to that game because the Houston Rockets are a really good team. You got Jabari Smith Jr., who's in his third year. You got Alfred Şengün. You got Jalen Green. You got Fred VanVleet. Amin Thompson. Tari Eason. You got the rookie, Reed Shepherd. So, they're really well coached by Ime Udoka. So, it's not going to be easy. And they're a tough team to score on. They're one of the best teams defensively, so it's not going to be an easy team to score on. So, Kings are going to have their work cut out for them. Are they going to be 10-12 or 9-13 after Tuesday night? So, We're back for another recap right here on our Kings related YouTube channel following that game Tuesday night. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you following Tuesday night's game for another recap of the Kings Rockets on Tuesday. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, Apple and or Spotify, please follow, subscribe, and leave a 5-star rating and a review. Much appreciated. And we'll see you Tuesday following Kings Rockets. Go Kings.